Hi everybody, this is Gene, and I wanted to do a video here. I'm going to post this on August 21st, which will be my 10-year anniversary on YouTube for this channel. And I started this channel 10 years ago, and so I thought I'd do a little video. YouTube is not as fun as it used to be 10 years ago. It's changed a lot, not for the best in my opinion, in many ways, but I'm not going to get into that or all that stuff. But I'll just say that if it was now, I probably would not start a channel like I did 10 years ago. But anyway, what I want to do today is, in the past I've seen some people showing their scrapbooks, Beatles scrapbooks from back in the day, and I don't really have a scrapbook. I kind of got a scrap binder, and this is from back in the 70's and early 80's. I was about 14, almost 14 when I discovered the Beatles in 1977, and I've been crazy about them 42 years now. 42, yeah. But anyway, back in the 70's, there was no internet, there was no websites or streaming where you could listen to the music. You just had to get magazines or go to a theater and see films and things like that. So anyway, I'm not going to show you everything right now. I might do some more later if you want me to. But I'm going to show you some of the things that are in my binder, my scrapbook, my scrap binder, I guess you'd say. And on top here, I don't know when I made this. I made this sign here on an old piece of cardboard back in the old days, back in the 70's. But anyway, this is kind of my binder here. I got all kinds of things that I saved from newspapers, and I'm not going to go through all of this. I'll just show you a few things from the newspaper. Look how big the newspaper used to be. Wow. This was from June 16th, 1978. And I'll get to that later here about something. But yeah, I just got stuff I got out of magazines, newspapers. This one part of a book, Welcome Back Beatles. I don't know if anybody ever heard of that. And gosh, so much stuff in here. And got a whole envelope full of clippings and things like that. Some of this, what I was talking about in 1978, June 17th and 18th, A History of the Beatles. This is some kind of film they put together. It was like, and this is the only way, you couldn't go on YouTube and watch the Hey Jude video or the Strawberry Fields video. That's the first time I ever saw those things. I don't know who did that or whatever. It was at Memorial Auditorium. And me and my friend Ron went, and as you can see, it was $3 advance, $4 at the door. But it was just mainly films pieced together, A History of the Beatles. And that's the only way, that's how I was able to see Strawberry Fields and Penny Lane and those promo films that they did back then. You couldn't go to YouTube and watch them. You had to actually go to a theater. So I saved these from there, and there's the other one. Not a multimedia show or a slideshow. This is the finest collection of the rarest Beatles films ever assembled. So that's mainly what it was. It was just a bunch of films strung together, and but they had it, let's see, Saturday 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, midnight, and then Sunday they had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But I went to this, and this in 1978 was one of the first, probably the first time I'd seen a lot of their stuff. We had to go and see it on a screen, in a Memorial Auditorium downtown. So That's the way you had to do things back then. But I got all these different different clippings. I ought to organize these more, but I kept all this stuff. A review about the Ruddles and different things. George Harrison. Oh yeah, I like this. This is a review from the newspaper about the London Town album when it first came out. And Rick Manning, look at that review guy. He's got a big old afro. This was in '78. But, oh, here's the first page. This was really the first page. See this fancy thing I made here when I was about 14 or 15. And somehow all the pages, like I said, I don't know what the heck, but I glued them to different things. I mean, just even little bitty things like Ringo there. And there's him and his kids. And some of these I got out of like the National Enquirer. My grandfather used to get. Oh, here's my. I didn't know I had these. Okay. This is how I went to see Let It Be. There's my ticket stub. July 10th, 1977 at the Vogue Theater. And Hard Day's Night, I seen July 16th at the Vogue Theater. And Yellow Submarine. And I went to see the Beatles Around the World. I don't know when that was. That was at the Vogue. But look at this, it's $1. So this is the only way, when I first seen Let It Be and Hard Day's Night, Yellow Submarine, Magical Mystery Tour, you had to go to the theater. And luckily back in the late 70s, we had a theater here named the Vogue Theater. And a lot of times I remember we went to see Magical Mystery Tour at midnight. That was a crazy experience, not just seeing Magical Mystery Tour, but being there at the theater with all the crazy stuff going on with the audience. But anyway, yeah, so that's the only way you could do that back then. You couldn't go on YouTube, or you couldn't go buy a DVD of a movie or whatever. But I just got all this different things. Oh, I like this picture of Ringo. Rough New Ringo. I guess that was 78, I don't know. And this is an actual 8x10. I don't know why I did that. I don't know where I got this at. Oh yeah, here's a thing for love songs, an ad for that album. I found this somewhere in an old magazine about extra texture. It's just an ad. And then Ringo Speaks. And then, oh, look for Ringo's new album, Ringo the Fourth, soon to be released. Yeah. And here's but like I was saying before, my grandpa used to get the National Enquirer, and I used to, cut stuff out of there. They had some outrageous stuff in there, Most of it wasn't true, but what's this one about? Let's see. Yeah. And I don't know where John went there at the bottom. He's missing. Then there's a review for love song, 2 reviews for love songs. There's Nancy Andrews and Ringo. I don't know what this was all about. Oh, that's something about radio. I think this magazine came in the newspaper after John Lennon died. I think. This was kind of like a tribute thing to John. I don't know what this little paper is. Tonight and tomorrow, Beatles fans can see A Hard Day's Night at the Vogue Theater. Admission $1.49. That shows you the ticket stubs. And then, if you did, you could go to different, everywhere sold records back then, but it looks like if you needed certain ones, there was a couple, you had to order them by mail order. There wasn't no Amazon or eBay or anything like that. So, this is one of those, there was a record company called LSR Records, and you'd get a catalog, and you'd order, and I bought a lot of my records from LSR. They were originally called Lord Sitar Records, which, what does that mean? How many people know what that means, Lord Sitar Records? but they just changed it to LSR, I guess. And they sent me this. Dear customer, the following items are out of stock. I tried to buy the John Lennon Love single for $2. It was out of stock. You will receive a refund check for $2 for 1983. 2 days after my 20th birthday. Gosh, that was on a Tuesday because my birthday was on a Sunday that year, I remember. But anyway, you get these. You know, you wouldn't have to go to eBay or whatever, Discogs or whatever they call it, or wherever they sell records online. Just for fun, I thought, well, I wonder if LSR Records has a website, or, you know, they don't exist anymore. They might with a different name. But another one that I ordered from was called Pacra, and I think they're in New York, Brooklyn, New York. Their site, you know, kind of the same. You know, back then you could order records and all kinds of memorabilia, merch as they call it, merchandise. So that's how you did it back then, and that's what I did on a lot of my stuff that I wanted. Here's another one from LSR. Oh, I like that. War is Over. But all these are catalogs, and you know, they'd send you one every few months. I don't even know where I got the address to send off for that. Probably in Rolling Stone magazine or something. Here's a nice one, LSR. They were nice. I ordered quite a few things from LSR, and they were pretty good company. You know, you get you get what you ordered, or like that, they'd send you a refund. And so that's how, you know, I used to have to do it back in the old days. This is a illustrated catalog, 1980, and this has got stuff, you know, you could buy from then. Oh, they had videotapes in. I didn't know that. This was in 1980, wasn't it? I don't know. Yeah. You could get Magical Mystery Tour. Oh, you could get the Shea Stadium. There's all kinds of videos. Yeah. So I like this too. Starbucks. You could buy those. Ringo, all of them. Yeah, George, John. You can get all four plus four of them together. I remember they used to do that with a lot of people. Here's a jacket for $50. So yeah, it's just like bumper stickers. You know, here's the ordering form. Yeah. So this is the way it was back then when I became a Beatle fan. It's so easy to be a fan now. You know, you can watch everything on YouTube, and you can order stuff on eBay or whatever, Amazon. You don't even have to leave your house, and you can be a huge fan. And things were so limited when I was growing up, when I first discovered them, that it took some effort and some work to see things or watch things. But yeah, so I'm not going to go through every one of these little things. I got so many of them. Some of them's kind of tore up. This one's got some pictures. I don't know what that is. I showed you that. And Newsweek, pictures of the 80s. But yeah, but that, I'll always remember that when we went down to that film at Memorial Gardens, or whatever it was, because I got to see things then that I had never seen before. So yeah, I don't know what this is. Yeah. So that's about it. If you want me to show some more of this, more detail, let me know. But yeah, it's kind of a mess. So I just thought I'd show some of this stuff. I just found it not too long ago again. I knew I had it, I just didn't know what all was in it. So yeah, so this is kind of my scrapbook. And but this is the one I was talking about, the Memorial Garden, Memorial Auditorium. Yeah. So that was a really cool. I don't know who put it together or whatever, but it was really, really cool. And that's how I was able to see things for the first time. And but I remember, you know, in particular, you know, seeing guess who? There's Sasha. You gonna come over here and bother everything? Come on over here. Make a cameo or something. I'm going way over here. Am I making a mess over here? Huh? Oh well. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed that. There was something else. I don't know what I did with it now. But I got so much stuff. But I got this whole thing's full of. Oh yeah, I wanted to show this for sure. This was a store that was right up the street from where I live right now. It's a Big Lots now, but it's a it was called Consolidated, and I cut this ad out when Love Songs came out. They had all their albums on sale up here. And I bought a lot of records in my life up there at Consolidated. But this is a cool ad, you know, the stereo albums, $3.97, 8-track tapes, you know, then $4.97. Oh, the white album was $9.97. And then register for a free 20 by 30 Beatle mirror. One will be awarded at each store. By the time this came out, I had everything except, you know, Love Songs. But I thought that was pretty cool. That ad. Consolidated. So I got this whole thing here. I'm not going to take any of all this out. But if you want me to show a little bit more of this stuff, or let me know. But no, what I was looking for, I can't find it now, but here's another Pacra catalog. Brooklyn, New York. Oh, you can buy Beatle wigs too. Isn't that nice? But this was how you got stuff in the old days. You had to send it off, you know, from order it from a catalog. So. But no, I wrote, here it is. Yeah, here it is. I'm not going to read that. If you want me to read this later, tell me. But this is something I wrote. I don't know if I did it for school or what. But I wrote a story about the Beatles, you know, like, and I read it not too long ago, and it's like, I don't know where I got some of this stuff at. And I don't know if I just copied it out of a book or something. I don't even write with, you know, what you call a cursive writing. I don't even do that anymore. I don't think many people do. But I don't know if I wrote this just to be writing it or what, but it's like 1, 2, almost 3 pages. And it's kind of funny when I read, you know, when I read it. Not that, you know, but some of it is like, huh? Some of it I don't think is too accurate. But part of it, it seems like I just copied it from somewhere. So I don't know though, but if you want me to read that sometime, I will. Let me know if you do. And oh yeah, here what I gotta do. Ex-Beatle ordered to pay for unwitting tune theft. This is from February 27th, 1981. So anyway, I got all this crap. But I just wanted to do something here. And so, yeah, this Welcome Back Beatles. I don't know if people remember this magazine, but I think it's the one where they kind of pretend like the Beatles, or they write this like they're still together and they're still doing new stuff, and it's kind of crazy, you know. You know, it's kind of like a it's fiction, you know, but they they even come up with album names and songs and, you know, that stuff that never existed, you know, because they weren't together anymore. But this is part 3. I don't know what happened to the cover. I don't know how many of these I bought, but this is the only one I could find that I got in here. So that's my, whoop, it ain't really a scrapbook, it's more like a mess. It's kind of a messy binder. But yeah, so if you want me to show some more stuff, and maybe read this silly thing, whatever I wrote. Like I said, I don't know if I wrote it or I copied some of it, or I know I wrote it. It's just I don't know if it's what I came up with or I was copying from something. So, but anyway, I know I went on too long with this video to begin with, so I guess that's about it. So thanks for watching, and whoever's been here for 10 years, I appreciate it. I've been on here 10 years now, so so let me know if you want me to read this thing and show some more of these things or whatever, and I appreciate you watching me. And where's old Sasha's in a bag over here? Where you at there, Sasha? There she is. Oh, see, I'm in the bag. Here, I'll put it right over there. What do you think about that? Yeah, I think she's still got a year or a couple of years. I didn't start her channel for a couple of years. I think 2011. Here, have it all. Alright, Sasha, thanks you for watching too. And thanks for 10 years, I guess. And like I said, YouTube. YouTube. What can I say? Just wish it was like it was in 2009. That's all I'm going to say. So, thanks for watching, and leave me a comment, and I might show you some more of this crap, some of this stuff, and read that silly thing I wrote, whatever it is. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye. Say bye, Sasha. Nope, she's going to.